We may just have figured out the solution to one of the biggest things I've wanted to always change in my golf swing. Today on the Scratch to Scratch journey, I'm with my Hall of Fame coach Dana Dalquist to figure out why I've always had a closed club face at the top of the swing. And he helps me get into a better position at the top, but also tells me this key piece about my grip that may have solved everything. Not only that, but we go down the route to give me a downswing pattern that PGA pros tend to learn so that my dispersion and distance is better. So with that, let's go.
I mean, that's relatively pretty good.
Yeah. I'm hitting shots where I'm just like, I guess more confident.
Yeah.
I just know this divot is like over there and I know why that happens, but I think I'm like maneuvering my body in a way to try to hit a draw, but since it's super close, it leans toward doing that, if that makes sense.
Pretty stripey.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing.
Cool.
I had that on the toe.
I actually start on your line. Where are you going right now?
A little right of that yellow.
Oh, you are? Okay. So it is right of the yellow. Yeah, set up again for me. Let's do a new line. Just kind of like...
And I realize when I hit those shots is when I get too fast here and I don't like push here. I go like this and then I fire this way too early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Move your feet left 5 degrees, open the face 2 degrees.
This way?
Yep. And then aim the face more, just a little bit more.
Like this? Hit it?
Yep, you're good. So you had like your baseline, your feet, shoulders were a little right.
Yeah.
Face was a little left.
Oh yeah.
Just fraction. I mean, I'm not talking a lot.
Yeah.
That might, if you think about that, that could play a part to that thing looking a little more close. But do a few more. Keep doing that adjustment.
I'm gonna try to, I feel like these shots aren't what I usually hit.
What do you usually hit?
A little more of a draw.
Well, you got wind off the left.
Yeah, okay. I just feel like my path is a little out-ish. And open it a little?
Yeah, just
okay.
like 2 degrees. I mean, that's a draw.
That's a little more of what I hit, but I chunked it a little bit. Depending on how, if I push right like on my left properly, then I draw it. If not, then I'll cut it.
We'll get into that.
This is recording, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So pretty good, a little on the close side.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Bring it up, gets super closed.
It's not super closed. It's on the high end. I mean, to be fair, like, yeah, the problem you have there is, can I see your clip for a second?
Yeah.
The more your left wrist is in flexion at the top,
Yep.
the more it's uncocked. There's not as much range of motion through the wrist if it was an extension.
Yep.
The more this is an extension, like if you go to the degree like Hogan, who had a lot,
Yeah.
that would be more here. It's not bad though. You certainly body-wise are in a better spot. Like that left arm's pretty good. Shaft could maybe be laid down a little bit, but it's fine. Yeah, it's pretty in line.
Yeah.
There's your tilt, that's your face.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like if you went to kind of the other side of this, yeah, you could change that backswing pretty quickly, but you're gonna have to go the other side of it.
Yeah. I just feel like when I get it so close, it promotes me kind of going more like that.
Yeah, well, you have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna hit it left. Okay,
Yeah.
so take your setup. Okay, so right now your grip is slightly extended, right?
Yes.
And strong. We have to somewhat maintain some of that.
Okay.
So go ahead and start your backstroke. So you're gonna maintain, this is your hinge pin.
Yep.
Right here on top.
Yep.
Slight extension. This is gonna go into some amount of pronation, but not a lot. Okay, Keep going.
This way?
Yep, keep turning. And then you're gonna keep loading, and I want this a little more engaged. Yeah, a little bit more like that. So that's kind of loaded up that way. Not this. There you go.
So like this?
No, I want the thumb off.
Thumb this way?
Yep, I want it there. You feel the difference?
Yes. What does this do?
That's actually pushing this way.
Oh, I see.
That allows you to load that. Like I'm going extreme measures here.
So here, and then from here.
Keep going. Yeah, more that way. Keep the palm on the thumb though.
Oh.
There you go. That's like your master pressure point.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's bending the back of the right wrist. So if you're looking at McIlroy, right? So McIlroy, he's more here.
Yep.
And he's more here at the top. Let's see what your interpretation is to your feel.
Okay.
So, yeah, don't worry about all that.
Okay.
Just see what happens. Let's do like 3. I'm not even gonna film the first one. Just make it goofy.
Okay.
Sweet. Good. Nice.
Yeah, the downswing feels. I don't even know what to do in the downswing.
Well, don't worry about it. Just
Okay.
keep doing that on your backswing. So same left piece. Sweet, very good. Okay, one more. I'm gonna take this one now.
Okay.
Good job. Tilted back, that's great.
Yeah.
Tilted back 3 times in a row.
Oh,
It's
right.
fine. It's fine though.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so the goal, remember what I said earlier, you wanted to attack something. Will that pull your performance away? That's very likely.
Probably, but
Yeah.
for the longevity, I think I'll be good.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So lead wrist is keeping extension.
Yep.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Pretty decent. I think you could maybe turn a little bit more level with that, but that looks pretty good
Level
with your rib cage.
instead of going up
Yeah, it's a little tilty.
like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
But pretty good. Not bad. And then you just need to get the upper body to do what it's supposed to. We talked about that last
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
A little bit more this way.
Okay. That's interesting. The feel is completely different. It feels like I'm like going like that versus when I'm here, I was just keeping this. I don't know.
Well, the face is square at P6.
Yeah.
Okay, let's set up again. Did that better than I thought.
Me too.
Okay.
It didn't feel like that when I.
No.
I was like, I thought this was a horrible.
Most people, that's a long conversation.
It's like this,
Yeah, you already did all that good, all the way to the top.
and then instead of this, it's
Just turn there. Good, beautiful. So that's on, that's there. Okay, then what are you trying to do with this on the downswing?
on the downswing.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm trying to leave it there.
But not tilt, right?
Yeah, tilt like
What's the opposite?
this.
Keep going. Higher right shoulder.
Higher right shoulder,
So your right side's gonna feel less bent over, higher.
like
So
this.
that way, keep going. Right shoulder comes to me. There you go, keep going. See, that's what you gotta feel. All right, so left shoulder under this, right shoulder touches the shaft.
Oh.
Keep going. Keep going, keep going. Let your knees come together, let everything come. Yep, can you do that again? Left shoulder down, right shoulder out. There you go. Chip a ball like that. Just do it. Good, that's fine.
Probably move that.
Do it again. Almost. Had a little tilt on that. So there, yep, you're fine. Now just don't worry about that piece. Focus on the left shoulder, right shoulder. Yep.
Okay.
Cool, come look at this. So you only wanted to focus on that.
Yep.
You have to complement that though,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
how your pivot works.
Okay.
So this is your shoulder plane. Now obviously that's a short backswing,
Yeah.
but look at the difference when you keep your shoulder plane, left shoulder down, right shoulder high.
Yeah.
See the space you have?
It's crazy.
And now it's more that way. And then you got to just keep this pivoting, right? All the way around, and then there.
Yep. Why am I chunking it? I mean, why am I
You're standing a little close
Shaking
to
it.
it. Standing a little close to it.
Oh, I am very close. This is
Very
6 iron.
close, yeah.
Crazy
Right.
close.
Yeah.
Let me try it.
But that's pretty close.
Yeah. Okay, let me see again. Oh, I guess
Focus on your body, just left shoulder down, right shoulder out. Let the club just do what it needs to do. Because you already set it up in a good spot. Hold, good. Okay, so finish right here.
here.
Yep, right there.
Okay.
Okay, and hold it there.
Okay.
So that's on a circle. Okay, so you're literally doing this. The left shoulder does not go up, right shoulder down. This stays, the shoulder plane stays there. You feel like the left shoulder is down, right shoulder out. See, now that I have more space here.
Yep.
And then this is gonna exit back to this line right here.
Okay.
Okay, show me how you do it. That was pretty, by the way. John's over here like, oh, that's pretty good. Hold. All right, video's over. Good job. You did
okay,
it.
That's interesting.
Stand a little further from it. Aim a little more left. Oh, that was close. Remember your follow through.
Oh, yeah.
That was so close.
I tilted back on.
You're good. You did a really good job there. Backswing was a 10.
10. Oh,
Better than you think.
I thought it was good until I stood up a little. Oh, I stood
Fair.
up again.
Okay.
Stood up again.
Okay. We're gonna go into the office here. Okay.
Oh, these were a half under standard. Yeah, and then just standard grips. These are Dana's. I'm just using them until I get bit.
Yeah, he was using like shovels before.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Like you can't come back to a lesson with those clubs. Not. So that's pretty good there. That's way better with your left wrist. That's nice. That's fine. Now in the long run, okay, remember, this can load more. So that lead wrist can load more. Lead, so left hand, sorry.
Lead.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you manage shoulder plane. So, which I think you're doing a better job of. Look. So left arm's in, right? Shaft kind of hands mid-humerus.
Yeah.
Legs square, shoulders closed. Kept your tilt. Hips opening. That's way better.
Yeah.
You stood up a little, you felt it, that's
Yeah.
fine, but like this is good. And then better there. So now this is going to concentrically work around the corner more. See, exit goes more around. So like you're in the wheelhouse,
Yeah.
exit's lower. You know, a little Tommy Fleetwood if we put a little hair there, but that's good.
Okay.
Like if you just stay doing that, you'll be right as rain. This pattern will be a lot straighter though.
Straighter. What do you mean?
Yeah, so
Instead of
like
more drop.
Yeah, so your draw is going to come not from the side bend to shift the swing direction to the right, which is like originally what we were doing because it used to be over the top a lot.
Yeah.
This is more conducive to like a zeroed out pattern. So your draw is coming probably a little bit more from the angle of attack than the swing direction.
I see.
Do you know what I'm saying?
So this would, like, depending on how I'm coming, like more shallow or more
This would be
steep.
more of a pro swing.
I see.
So like if you're going to be a tour player, it would look more like this.
Mm-hmm.
Opposed to the shoulders side bending a whole bunch, the hips pushing forward a whole bunch, and then you swinging too far to the right. Now you could play like that and hit gigantic draws all day long.
Yeah. How would I hit a draw, like a mat, if I wanted to sling a draw with this swing though? Like how would I?
Move the ball back in your stance,
Oh, I see. So it's more.
and you're just gonna hit more down and out on it. The ball will still draw.
I see.
And you also have to remember you have speed.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the more speed you have, the more you're gonna be able to curve it.
Yeah,
You
for
know?
sure.
You know, if I swing like a driver at 83 miles per hour, you don't have enough energy to curve the ball that much.
I feel with the swing though that it's a lot more of my body hitting it versus my like arms.
Mm-hmm.
So does that like remove my speed? Like I feel like the majority of my thing was with my arms.
No, your kinetics will line up the same. This will probably be faster. Because
Okay.
it'll go hips, rib cage, left arm, left wrist.
I see. I got it. Okay, so grips here. This is no longer here. It's here.
Yeah,
Over
thumb off the side, yeah.
And then I bring it back like this. And then from here when I'm turning.
So so you want to keep this on, right? That's your first pressure point into the thumb.
Yep.
This is your second, which is that pressure point. So that keeps hinging incrementally as you turn that way, right? Now you're going to feel max extension for right now because you're probably going to be here.
I
Okay.
see. It feels
Now-
like max extension.
Yeah, now you got to be careful that you don't keep strengthening the grip because the more I strengthen the grip, it closes the face.
Yeah.
The more I have to extend the wrist to create neutral.
What do you mean by like me?
So let me show you.
Yeah.
So if I get in here, I'll jump in here real quick for you. Okay. If I get in here and this is like standard 2-knuckle grip,
Yeah.
here's my hinge pin.
Yep.
So if I go back and my left wrist gets to level, which is right there, there's the face.
I see.
You see that?
Yep.
Now, if I went stronger,
Yes.
I have to have more extension to have the same perspective of face. What are advantages and disadvantages? The advantage to having your grip neutral strong
Yeah.
is that I can have more angle between the left arm and the shaft.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially create more force. So if you look at McElroy, he's very much that way. The problem is, and might be something that to consider, is that if I'm trying to be wide and do that, I'm defeating the purpose.
What do you mean?
Because this attachment isn't matched to trying to be wide. Bryson's the other side. He's here. He's got a weak left-hand grip.
Yep. I see. Gotcha.
So it's more ulnared.
So because my driver, I'm usually more wider, but do I still do the same feel?
You're going to try to do the same thing with your irons. You're going to feel more radial, more of this angle, and more extension in your left wrist. So this is going to get a little bit more parallel with an iron.
So the thing that I've been practicing in the mirror, and it looks good when I'm practicing, but every time I hit the ball and filming it, it's always closed still, and I couldn't detect why it's happening.
It's your left wrist. So you're doing flexion in your lead wrist, which is uncocking your wrist too.
Okay.
So if I go this way, it uncocks.
So then,
So you got to do the opposite. You got to feel extension. So neutral, strong grip. Don't go too strong.
This is
Yep,
too
you're
strong?
good. No, you're good.
And then
keep
turning.
going. Keep turning. And then now you're there. So that's what you got to feel. And then from here, this stays down, this comes out. And then you finish over your lead side. Just go there. There, hold that. You need to learn that. Get your knees together. And then this is, see the face is on this angle?
Yeah.
So that's square. And then that's maintained.
Here, and then here, and then here.
There you go. And don't worry about the shaft. It'll do what it needs to do. Focus is on that, and then finishing with a right shoulder perspective. Good. All the way to there. Bingo. Okay, go for it. Decent.
Yeah, I feel like when I go up, it starts going like this.
I know. So you got to force that. It's okay.
So I'm basically like, when I'm going here, I'm just keep pushing this down.
Yeah. Very nice. Okay. I'm going to grab this side. Let's do that one more time.
Okay.
Do the backswing, do the downswing. Force it up there. Go ahead and force it. Good. Now go. Good job. Very good. It's all right. You can get frustrated with it. It's all right. Just put it there. Way better. A little bit of tilt, but way better. This will shock you.
I feel like I can figure everything on the downswing. It's just like I want to get the backswing fixed.
Did you?
Yeah, okay.
That's on the other side of it.
That's completely different, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, in perspective, what does that do to your right arm?
My right arm, what does it do to my right arm?
It's more, it got your elbows closer together, tucked it more.
Versus like when I'm out.
Yeah. So with this, so it's interesting, like if I start loading this whole system, things tend to compact themselves a little bit more.
Yeah, so that's what's happening, what I'm feeling right now. Because I'm going this, I feel like I'm throwing this with my right arm, and it's
getting active.
Yeah, so
that's from the tilt and from the stand up.
Okay.
So the more that you just kind of leave this alone and then go to your finish right here, and you just go here and break, that'll go away.
So what do you mean by?
So if I just go to the top like you're doing, and I just don't try to do anything, leave this alone and just rotate here, you'll stripe.
Okay, can I try that?
That's what we want to do,
yeah. So here, it's my first move. And then from here, I'm like turning, and it seems like it's just going this though. Is it more like?
Yeah, just turn. There you go.
Like this and then this.
Yeah. Get that thumb off the top of the shaft. There you go.
Oh, that's so much easier. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I get it. I get something.
Hold. Now manage your tilts. So your whole goal, you're just doing two things. Throw it up there, don't think about it, and then manage your tilts on the follow through.
Okay.
Go. Hold.
Oh, I keep going.
That was good. Stripey.
Yeah.
And then you finish here.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you film? I just want to, the thumb on this is giving me a completely different feel.
Okay. Yeah,
we
will film it. We will.
Yeah.
But keep doing what you're doing.
I would have never guessed that. I was like trying to figure out what's causing this to go like this at the top, and if it's this thumb thing, I would be like, ah, God.
No, it is. No process. Just do it.
Can I hit it?
Yeah, do that again. Throw it up there again. Go. Hold.
Oh, I keep going up.
It's great though. See how it's like a straight ball? And just go around. Don't try to do anything with your arms.
Okay.
Yep. 10. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's a good left wrist.
Yeah, it's coming down.
Tipped a little out, but it's fine.
I feel like I'm tipping out with my right arm though, like.
Well, see how your right shoulder's going under?
Yeah, so
That's why.
I realize when that's happening, it's actually because of what I do in the downswing.
Yes, because it doesn't shallow, you have to.
Yeah, when I'm properly getting in here, it's when I'm getting more pressure on the left and then I'm pushing. But right now I'm not even focusing on that.
Yeah,
so.
let's not do that. Let's
Yeah.
just focus on this, because
Yeah.
that's the wheelhouse you want to be in.
Yeah, if I can
And
just
then,
get that right.
and then you should be fine with this coming down.
Yeah, I'll figure the downswing out. That's not a big, for me, it's not a big problem.
Trending. You're getting that. That looks pretty. That's kind of what you're working on.
Yeah, that's fine.
I would, if I was in, I mean, I'm very interested in you playing better golf.
Yeah, me too.
So,
I'm playing a lot now too, like every
okay.
day.
What kind of like field work are you doing when you're out there?
So, my days as of starting last week would be like just the day to day is like range work, obviously, putting, chipping, and then I'll go play like 4 to 5 holes where I'm just like hitting a shot and then figuring out why I'm doing it, and then doing a lot of like approach shots and then a lot of chips, and then I'll play like 2 rounds where it's a full 18. Probably but I'm trying to like figure out the best solution now for getting my scores down after the injury. You know, like now it's like, what's my roadmap?
Have you ever done it where you'd like just do 3 holes? So do like first, second, third hole and try to go par, 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 draw a line, and then try to go par, par, par?
No, what do you mean? We're just like trying to
Instead of make 9 holes even, just take 3 holes and play them even.
play them, just like, you mean just try to score 9 or score par?
Yeah, score par in 3 holes.
No, I've never tried that.
Yeah, I mean, and then another thing you can do is go, okay, like I'm going to be very good at controlling, let's say, front edge of the green yardage. Like start kind of figuring out like where the holes are, because I don't know. I don't get any sample size. I don't see it.
Yeah.
The only time I played with you, it was pretty clear there was a big aim bias issue. And that was a while ago.
Yeah.
But I don't know now. It's like, okay, like if you go to that hole there and you have a pin that's, you know, like if you're anywhere in that fairway, you should be able to make par birdie. Like even if you're 170 yards out, even though you would never be there,
Yeah.
you'd have a wedge. But with a wedge in your hands, like, can you get it to 20 feet? And then where is that 20 feet? Is it 20 feet left of the pin? Is it short of the pin? Or is it short-sighted where 50% of the time it's in the bunker?
Yeah.
You know, so like we need to kind of see what that looks like.
Yep.
And then base that off your pattern.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's what I mean. If you start like doing skill acquisition stuff on the range, opposed to I need to fix something because the ball's going right or the ball's going left, it's like, well, in my personal opinion, if I was in your shoes at this junction, I would go, all right, well, Monday when I hit balls, it's going to be skill acquisition test.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go like a line drill would be like 135 yards to 180. And have you ever done this?
No.
Guys like Zambri would probably be a good person to talk to about this, but he's not here. He's on the other side of the country. But they have like a decade line drill. So like if you did that, that's a very good way to kind of judge, regardless of, it felt good or it didn't feel good, did I hit it on my line?
Okay.
Right? If you just do that, that's a very like entry way to kind of test where you're at ball striking wise. And if you're okay, even if a couple of them didn't feel good,
Yeah.
then it's no longer a subjective opinion. Oh, it kind of felt good, or the next one felt great, the next one felt terrible. Well, then you kind of might be wasting your time hitting balls trying to make it feel good.
Yeah.
Because you're hitting it fine. And then you can go out and score.
That
That's
makes sense.
way more important than, I hit it right or I hit it left. And, by the way, it's only 15 yards right. Most of my balls are over there anyway, so I just aim better when I play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of you more like if you were a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a kid's just, I want to go out and play, I'm just going to hit this shot, and then I'm just going to kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, based off what I know currently.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the last couple of days hitting the shots before we made the switch, like I felt like pretty confident, like I could
It looked fine, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a little shut.
It's
a little side bend, but the ball's going pretty straight. So.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I was able to do that with pretty much everything in the bag, but I don't know, I was just kind of thinking long term, I didn't want that.
Don't do what he just did. He just shipped it 50 over the trees to the right. Oh my Lord.
See, that could have happened in my old
Yeah,
swing.
you don't want to do that.
So I guess that's what I kept going back and forth about, where I'm like, I feel like if I just kept grinding the same shot, the one before, my body will figure out how to hit certain shots, but I just didn't want that long term, and so I wanted this specific thing more or less for myself. But now I kind of feel like if I get this position, my game has a little higher ceiling. I don't know if that's true or not.
Maybe,
but
I mean, maybe.
So
I'm like I said, like there's different ways to skin a cat.
Yeah, exactly.
And we can go on the internet and argue that this is better than that, and this is. I mean, it's like, all right, well, Webb Simpson does something completely different than half the tour, and he won the tour championship, and he's good at golf. So it's like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was interesting because like with the face closed at the top, and I was like, if I go down this rabbit hole for like as long as whatever, I might just end up starting to hit cuts all the time, which is not, again, not a bad thing or a good
Colin's
thing.
pretty good at that.
Yeah, I just
he's okay.
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. Shout out UC Berkeley. And I just wanted to be able to kind of hit a draw because I just personally prefer it as a player. I don't know if, again, a good thing, but I was like, I want to hit that draw because, like, whenever I saw a draw, like, from a mental perspective, I was like, I'm feeling, like, pretty good about my swing.
Sure.
So maybe that's like a bias thing, and I feel like with the switch,
it's less complicated to hit a draw.
Yeah. Exactly.
And just because every iron is hitting down and out, so it's like you're hitting it down out on the arc, the ball should curve to the left.
Yeah. So
I just don't want you to max out side bend to do it, and then you're hitting.
Yeah.
That's not good for your lower back.
Yeah, and that's also another thing because I just got back from a 2-month-long back injury, so it's like, how sustainable is this shot? I don't know. Can you, I also want to just can you see my driver for a bit?
Do it, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so same feel.
Yeah, so you just turn. There you go, that looks perfect. And then just go to your...
And then it's kind of like this.
Yeah, that way.
And then this kind of just go like that.
And then go all the way around. You know what's crazy is that's fine. I know you didn't hit that great. It's in the middle of the fairway. That's what I mean. Like if you did a line test, even if it's a little over or under, open, shut, whatever, and you're still hitting the target. Yep. I mean, I can film you doing that in slow-mo. It looks perfect.
Oh, okay. This is the problem. It looks always good when I'm practicing, but I feel like it just doesn't do it when I'm...
Decent. Little tilt, little off the heel, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's just going like this, like left to right.
I don't want you to think, because you're standing over the ball like we're going to read War and Peace, okay? Better. Go to your finish better, please. Yep. No tilt. Okay, it's like speed golf. Take your set up. Okay, go to your backswing. Just go there. Go. Yay. Very good. Go. Sweet.
I just feel I'm reacting incorrectly on the downswing here.
That's you're totally acceptable to do that. 100%. Now, right from the top, right when you go here, go right to that shaft where I put you, okay? Now, do it. Good job. Come take a look. No, you should go run and play golf. Go play speed golf. Just go. Don't think. See? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
And then, oh, that's better. See the shaft laid down? See, that's not over your right form. Face is open.
Yeah, okay.
Less tilt. Lower exit. So you're kind of in the wheelhouse. What you're going to do is you're going to keep letting this shallow, and a little bit of flexion of the left wrist will do it for you. But don't do it with your side bend by not tilting. So here's the thing. This is the master hub. If this tilts, the hub moves back.
Yeah.
Right? And if you do it very early, it doesn't mean you're not going to have side bend. You will. But we don't want to have 50 degrees of it if we only need 20.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing a number out there. It might be 24, but regardless, like you don't need a whole bunch of it in order to hit in and out on the golf ball. So for you change this, so your concept to hit a golf ball now is going to be, oh, this is going to tilt less and this is going to shallow out and the left wrist is just going to go into slight flexion. That club, when doing such, will get more and more under the right form.
So I guess I'm just here, and then I'm here.
Yep.
And then from here, I'm turning.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm just going
Where's the
like
club
this.
head going to go? It's going to shallow behind you as you do that.
So, but like, are you doing anything with
Not
your arms?
thoughtfully.
Okay.
See, it does it anyway. Yeah,
guess
it goes
if
that
you-
way. It's pretty good, dude. You see how the flight isn't so high
Yeah.
on everything? Sick. I know that, Drew, because it held the wind. Like I said, this is kind of a better player's pattern.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Okay? There's a lot of different ways to skin a cat. This is probably how I would look at it.
Yeah.
Your draw is not from your angle of attack being 5 up and out on a golf ball. It
Yeah.
might be 1 up, and that's about it. Okay?
I see.
And your swing direction might be 2 to 3 to the right with the driver. An iron, you're going to be hitting down about 5 on a 7 iron,
Yep.
and that's going to push the path 2.5, 3 to the right.
Okay.
And so you're swinging pretty straight.
I guess I'm just used to
You're used to going.
and hitting it
Yeah.
over there. So.
I mean, I have players that do this,
Yeah.
and I have players that don't do that. Just
Yeah.
depends on the player. I have a lot of juniors that are this way, but
That's probably why I broke my back. So let me just do. So this is the feel here,
yep,
which feels better.
yep. And then left
then-
shoulder down, right shoulder out, club shallows. Decent. A little fell back on it a little bit. I think the big thing for you, Jerome, is like, don't think so much. Speed golf. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Throw it up there and then react to where you want to go. Way better. See, his handle came out low.
So this is gonna kind of, I would say, zero me out a little bit. This pattern versus because it's super. It's like the path is pretty straight.
Yeah,
Instead
exactly.
of like
And,
because it's.
I mean, the club's shallowing fine. I mean, that's perfect P5, mid-humerus, left arm in, under the right form, inside the hands at P6. If this left wrist had a little more flexion to it, it would close the face down, and then see, you don't tilt. I mean, you have some, but it's not egregious. You're not like super crunchy. And then your handle goes around the corner, and the exit's lower.
I think I just need to get used to it being more square.
Yes.
Because in my mind it feels like it's so over the top because I was so far.
And you
hitting-
think you're hitting more down on it, but
Yeah.
you're not.
I'm not even hitting it more down. Oh, I see.
No, this isn't hitting down at all. This is not hitting down.
Okay.
Probably hitting 1.5 degrees, 2 degrees up.
So then I'm just feeling more of like closing the face then.
Just a little bit.
a little bit, and then just
Not a
and
lot.
then I'll draw it. Okay.
Thank you so much for supporting me on this journey so far. And finally, YouTube thinks you would love this video on the screen. So give it a click, give it a watch. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you there.